Hi, it's Sherri from Quilting Life, and I'm here today to talk with you a little bit about my new Quilting Life Planner. This has been something that's been in the back of my mind for quite a while, and thankfully I was able to work on it earlier this year and get everything done in time for it to be available for you in October of 2020. So it's going to come out just in time for your Christmas gift giving, for your own personal organizing if you like to organize at the beginning of the year. But also it is undated, so if you get it in October and you want to start using it right away, you can do that as well. So I'm really excited. I wanted to show you a few things. It does come spiral bound, which I love, so that it can open up flat. It's small enough to fit in your purse, but it's big enough to where you're able to easily read and use the different pages. There's enough space on there to put the information that you need in there. I actually have 11 different images from the publisher that I'm allowed to use right now, and that's not everything that's included, but it will give you a really good idea of everything that's in this planner, because it's more than a planner. It also has tips for scrap management, for organization. It has lists of tools and products that I love. It has places for you to record your own favorites. So it's just kind of an all-in-one quilting organizer that I hope that you will love using as much as I do. One more thing, it does come shrink wrapped so that the spiral won't get damaged in shipping. That was another thing we were super excited that we were able to get with this. And it also has just kind of a coated paper that's a little bit more sturdy, and the inside is coated as well, but it's also easy to write on. So I'm just gonna kind of walk you through some of my favorite features and let you see up close what some of those pages really do look like. Okay, so now I'm just going to start giving you an up-close look at some of the really fun features in the planner. We're going to just start with the front cover, which I love. They used my quilt from my Labor of Love quilt book. It's called Laguna, and I love that they were able to put that on the cover. The title page actually has the cover image from Labor of Love, which is a Dresden table runner that I made with a variety of our fabric collections. And then we'll get into the table of contents, and I've got a screenshot of that so you can look at that really closely as well. I'll also be showing you the back cover image. Part of what I love about the planner is that it just has so many fun images and beautiful photography. There are 128 pages, but as I showed you earlier, it's pretty compact and able to fit in your purse, but big enough to really have a lot packed into it. There are tips throughout and places for you to write and personalize it on your own. One of the first things I'm going to show you is the current works in progress pages. So this has a space for you to actually write your own notes about projects that you're working on, and there is a checkbox to mark off when you're finished. And there are plenty of pages for that. There are also, I don't have a picture of this one, but there are also long-term works in projects pages, bucket list project pages. And then next up is a pattern inventory set of pages. So, sometimes you get a pattern and you put it in a drawer or a file, or maybe it's in a book on your shelf and you want to know where to find it so you can make it later. So there's a great set of pages for your pattern inventory. There are also ruler inventory pages. I don't have that. And some pages for recording your specialty tools and notions. The next section of the book has really just some great content to help you get organized. There's 20 steps to an organized sewing space and just some information on that. There are pages to help you with your organization goals and pages to help you simplify your storage. There's also a section for scrap management, because if we can take care of our scraps, we can use them better. So there are some pages on scrap management that I'll put up on the screen for you that you can, so you can look at them closely. Now, as I mentioned before, the calendar pages are undated. So we'll pop a picture of those up on the screen. And so you can start whenever you want. And if you take a month off because you're really busy that month, you can take a month off. You can use those calendar pages however you want. And there's plenty of space for writing in them as well. A couple things I didn't talk about too, and I don't have pages to share, but there are some places for monthly top goals, so that if you do your goal setting monthly, you can record that. Places for you to record gifts that you might want to make for people and projects that you might want to sew for charity. We also have quarterly pages that I can show you an up close look at. So a lot of people like to plan quarterly, and it's a great way to have another place to list projects and maybe pull from that quarterly list when you set your monthly goals. There are project planner pages, so don't worry, we have those too. And then we also have some fun things about tools and things that you might need to get on your shopping list. We have pages for all those kinds of things that you need to make note of. There are quilted seasonal decor inventory pages. So in other words, if you have some Christmas table runners and you always put them in certain places, you can write that down so that you remember each year when you're getting those things out where they go. And you can also make a note of where you store that. So it's a great way to keep track of things that you maybe only pull out once a year and you want to remember where they're going to go. I've also got some of my favorite books listed and a place for you to keep track of books that you want to get in the future. And at the end, there's a great resource section with tools and notions, and even a place for you to record your favorite tips that you learn from other people through blogs, websites, friends, and whatever. I hope this will just be a really great resource for you, and I'm happy to be able to share some of these close-up pages with you now. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed kind of walking through my Quilting Life Planner. The full title is A Quilting Life Monthly Planner, a portable guide to getting and staying organized, and I hope that's what it will help you do. It's available now for pre-order. I've got copies in my Etsy shop. You can also pre-order on Amazon now. And I did notice the other day that Fat Quarter Shop also has a place where you can be notified as soon as it's available in their shop. So wherever you like to buy, you can also, if you have a quilt shop owner that you love to shop with, you can ask them to order it in as well. So will be available and shipping in October 2020. And I hope you enjoyed taking a little peek inside of it. And thanks so much for stopping by.